some fragrances are just too good to share. So unbeknownst to you guys, I've been sitting here in my greedy little corner enjoying these fragrances all to myself. But today we're gonna repent and I'm gonna share them with you. I have been gatekeeping these 15 fragrances. Like, not really though, because somehow they just slide under the radar and don't get mentioned in my list, and maybe secretly I am hiding them, but a lot of them are discontinued and impossible to find. Today, you guys will know my secret stash. We're gonna open the vault and I'm gonna share with you guys the ones I've been gatekeeping. My name is Yana. If you're new here and you're still here and not upset, welcome to the channel. This is The Scented. We do the fragrance thing. Subscribe, stick around. Let's jump in. First up is Mugler Cologne Run Free. I might have mentioned this in one other video, but this is incredible. It's a fresh woody scent. There's akigala wood, there's ginger. It's very airy and very light. This is not deep. Like when you look on Fragrantica and it says spicy, oud, all of these things, like absolutely not. This is a very airy, fresh, clean, woody scent. It has like, if laundry was made out of wood, like if laundry detergent was made out of some kind of fresh, clean smelling wood, this would be it. It is so uplifting. It's refreshing. It's totally unisex. And it is such a steal. Like, I think I got my bottle under $40. Anyway, I think they're still available for like pretty inexpensive. So there's one. Serge Lutens Santal Majuscule. If you guys missed Jeu de Peau from Serge Lutens, this smells very similar. This is cacao, rose, and sandalwood. And this is hands down my most favorite sandalwood fragrance in the world. It is buttery, it's delectable, it does almost smell like baked goods. So the way that Jeu de Peau is known to smell like croissants or bread or a bakery, this kind of has that same vibe with a touch of rose, and I actually like this better. So this is just flawless. This is the kind of sandalwood that I love. This does not have any of that like dill quality that a lot of people smell in sandalwood, including myself. This doesn't have any of that. It's just deep and flawless. Wattier from Lise Wattier. A lot of people have not heard of this fragrance, and in fact this comes out around Christmas time. You can get them in gift packs at like HomeSense, Winners, TJ Maxx, what have you. And it's a very clean smelling scent. It's very airy, light. It's got touches of blood orange. It has a certain Chanel quality about it. This sort of light elegance, that aldehydic vibe. But this does not have aldehydes. This doesn't have that like almost old school quality that people complain about with Chanel, which by the way, if you know my channel, you know how obsessed with Chanel fragrances I am. That's like basically all I wear. Yeah, this is soft, musky. It has like a touch of patchouli. So maybe somewhere between a Narciso Rodriguez and a Chanel, but like a very light, airy one. It's so pretty. Like this is even like hospital safe in mild sprayage, I would say. I mean, I've done it. Okay, here's another musky one. This one is not hospital safe. This is like quite intense. This is Narciso Essence. I have backups. I love this so much. This is a very clean, soapy musk scent, but it's a very intense musk, very deep, almost heavy, not a light, airy, soapy scent. This is you're right in there in the soap. But it's sexy. Like, it's clean and sexy. It's very, very nice. One of the best Narciso fragrances ever, and I love all of them. But yeah, this is just so sad that it's discontinued, and that's the reason why I haven't really shared this one. Like, I was super excited to get the bottle. I hunted it down. I managed to get some backups, and I actually haven't worn it in a long time. I should wear it soon. This is you have to be careful with the sprayage on this one. So actually, something that I've started doing is with really, really strong scents, I will just spray them like behind me, either on the back of my neck or behind my knees if it's summertime, because having a really intense fragrance close to my face just ruins it for me. So this is not a fragrance that I would be spraying like up in here. This is like low and behind kind of scent. Fugit Amour from Jules Emad. This is a cardamom and carnation scent. It has this sort of like sweet, spicy, floral aspect about it, a creaminess, and still airy and kind of old school vibe. It has this sort of like classic, majestic vibe about it. I don't know. I feel like some like royalty would wear this. It's kind of antique-y, but in a light, fresh way. And it's got those classic touches like carnation is, you know, kind of a classic floral. But the way that they've done it, it's so unique. It's so different. It's definitely got a dominant note of ginger. Like I really pick up ginger and almost like a piney facet, which comes from elmi that's in here. So you get the elmi resin, you get the carnation, the cardamom, like really those are the main notes that stick out. And it's not heavy. This is still quite light for a spicy scent. I think for you Olympia lovers, if you love Olympia, this next one is like Olympia on steroids, and it's Victor and Rolf Salty Flower. This is from the discontinued Magic collection, which I'm so sad that they discontinued. I actually managed to get like a whole little discovery set of it. My favorite one was Dancing Roses and Salty Flower. Obviously it has salt and Vacation Floral. So this is like actually somewhere between like Olympia and maybe like Beach Walk from Maison Margiela, but it's really intense and it's very, very sexy. To me, it almost like, it really, really reminds me of like an Olympia type of DNA. It leaves a really nice salty floral trail that is so intriguing. I do have this one available on the Decant shop, the scented.ca, and I will make most of these available so that you guys can at least try them out, even the discontinued ones. Here is Lancôme Peut-être. Peut-être is a rose and musk scent. This almost smells like some of their creams smell. I swear I've used like skincare products from Lancôme that have smelled similar to this. So if you've used those and you know that familiar kind of like musky, gentle rose scent, this is so elegant. It's simplistic and elegant, and it is super strong. Like of all of the ones that I've mentioned so far, I think this one and the Narciso Essence are like powerhouse fragrances, but not in a sharp or obnoxious way. Just like, you know, they're gonna perform 12 hours plus and they're gonna stick around. They're pretty linear. Like they don't really change much throughout the wearing. They're consistent. So basically what you smell is what you get through the entire wearing with this one. And yeah, you don't even have to be like an intense rose fragrance lover to like this. I feel like you have to be a musk lover though. This is definitely more on the musk side. It's powdery, it's clean, it's lotion-like. This to me smells like a very fancy like wardrobe of a like really rich, elegant lady, but one with simplistic style. I'm not sure why I haven't been sharing this one because I actually have a code with Micallef. I'll link everything in the description. This is Gaillac. I thought they discontinued it at one point, but I saw it on their website not too long ago. This is the best woody vanilla, period. Like better than By the Fireplace, better than like any other that you can think of. This is clove and it's ambery, it's warm, it's like gently spicy, still very balanced, a little bit airy. That Gaillac wood in here, it almost smells a bit boozy. Like it's to die for. Really, this is incredible. I hope that they did not discontinue it. I hope that this is part of their permanent collection because I think this and Ylang and Gold, for me, those are my two like absolute favorite fragrances from Micallef. Yeah, if you haven't checked out Gaillac, you really like, you're missing out if you love like a spicy woody vanilla. From Givenchy, Anjou Démon, Le Secret. Luckily, I have a backup bottle. This is a tea and cranberry scent with some peony, but really the dominant note that I get is cranberry and tea. It's very uplifting, light. It's complex enough to stay interesting, but simple enough to smell familiar and easy and comfortable. It is such a like under the radar kind of fragrance. I think I've seen one person comment when I brought this up in another video years ago to like, because it's like their gatekept fragrance, and it's been kind of like my low-key gatekept fragrance just by accident really, but I'm sorry I'm sharing it. I think it deserves a lot of attention. This can be found for relatively affordable. I think fragrancebuy.ca still has this. Anyway, it can be scooped up and for like relatively affordable compared to like what designer fragrances are selling for now. So if you like a slightly citrusy tea-like fresh floral scent, this would be amazing. This one's discontinued, so I haven't talked about it, but I still have quite a bit left, and this is Bottega Veneta Eau de Velours. So I will make a little bit of this available on the scented.ca. It's a plum leather scent. It's very rich. It's almost like a sexy villain scent. I think I featured it a long time ago in like my like Halloween fragrances, and it's just like, it's really badass. Like this fragrance smells a little bit intimidating almost, but it's so nice. It's like a powdery leather. It's not a sharp leather. Definitely a lot of like pink pepper. There's rose, patchouli. It's a deeper, like plummy version of the original Bottega Veneta, which is also beautiful. I think if you enjoy fragrances like Greedy, you would probably really like this. Next up is Almond Harmony from the House of Oud. The House of Oud is a strange name for a house that really does a lot of sweet fragrances. This is a vanillic almond scent. The way that I explained in one video a long time ago, this is like sweet cyanide. It kind of smells like that kind of almondy scent. It's kind of synthetic, but in a very nice way, like delicious poison. Welcoming and deadly. And I really, really like this. It's such a nice almond scent. Like if you're looking for like a real almond scent, like this is vanilla and almond through and through. This doesn't have anything weird. It's not plasticky. It's a bit powdery, sweet, deep, and I just love this. I think it's one of the best almond fragrances ever. Everyone loves the white cube, but nobody talks about the black cube, and the black cube is incredible. This has musk and florals. This is a rose scent. It's kind of similar to the red cube from Narciso, obviously. Yeah, it's something between the red cube and the white cube. Then you got the black cube, and it's just like nobody cares about it. And it's discontinued, but it's incredible. It's one of my favorites. I think it's my second favorite actually after the Poudre, which I wear a lot. Out of the cubes, not the rectangles. That's a whole different story. I did review the whole Narciso collection up here, but it's a little bit older, so it doesn't include the Musk Noir and Musk Noir Rose. Anyway, you will find all of the Narcisos on my channel because it's one of my favorite brands. So this one, yeah, it's like a slightly sweet, musky, woody rose scent that is actually a lot lighter than the originals, like than the EDP, the original white cube. That one's a bit heavy. I love it, but it can give me a headache. This one's like pretty safe for me on that scent, because sometimes, you know, musks can sit quite heavy and they can be intense. I know a lot of people suffer from headaches when it comes to musks. This one I'm pretty good with in that sense, and like I'll wear it occasionally. I savor it because it's discontinued. It's almost impossible to find, but yeah. I'm noticing a lot of these fragrances are powdery, and this one is no different. This is Love Chloe from Chloe. This smells like quite a luxurious, almost like laundry detergent. It's got this powdery, dusty, like almost dryer sheet sort of vibe. This smells like there's heliotrope, even though they don't list heliotrope. They list tea and they list sweet pea, but really I'm just getting a lot of powdery notes and like some florals, like maybe a little bit of sweet pea. It's very hard to explain. It's just it smells like powdery, like clean laundry. I wouldn't even be surprised if there's a touch of lavender in here, even though they don't list it, but it smells like it could have. So yeah, this one also very, very strong. I just do 2 sprays with this. Like with those really strong powdery scents, they can get a little bit out of whack. Like if you go like over 2-3 sprays, especially like the old school, like strong ones, which by the way, my favorite fragrances personally are the older designer fragrances. Like when I'm picking a fragrance to wear for myself, aside from like, you know, exploring like cool new discoveries and whatever, my comfort zone is the old designer stuff. And I just wish that it was still like around. It's so hard to find. Anyway, here's one. We're getting to like the final boss. This is Taste of Fragrance Alien. So this is caramel Alien basically. So if you love Alien, this is Alien with caramel. That's basically all you need to know. This is the final boss of my gatekept fragrances, and this was actually ironically gifted to me by a very, very generous viewer. We did a swap for a bunch of samples for this. And this is incredible. This is like a lily of the valley, very fresh scent from like my childhood. Like this was just an obsession of mine. I'd been on the hunt for this for so long. She knew and she gifted it to me, and I'm so thankful. So yeah, this is just basically like a citrusy, slightly powdery lily of the valley, hyacinth, like slightly aquatic even, and grounded by a little bit of oak moss. This is just, there's nothing like it anymore. There's just really, really nothing like it. So I will share some of this as well on my decantshopdescented.ca for those of you guys who are missing it. I will make it available. That's it. Those are all of my gatekept fragrances. Well, probably not all of them. You're probably gonna see another video with more, but these are the main ones, really. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and forgive me for hiding them. But anyway, here we are. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.